Tonight on Connecticut's news station, an arrest made in connection to a shooting at Union Station. What we're learning about the suspect.
Plus, dirt bike dangers, calls to step up safety efforts after a rider is hit and killed.
There really needs to be a systemic, system-wide accountability moving forward so that this never happens again.
And troopers facing ticket troubles after an audit finds state police may have falsified thousands of citations.
A limited engagement. Have you ever heard of it? We are at the Little Gull Lighthouse, way out in the Long Island Sound. I'm Jim Altman. The story ahead on the Fox 61 News.
Plus, paying Powerball paid off for one Connecticut resident. We'll tell you where a $1 million winning ticket was sold.
Now at 6, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Jen Bernstein.
And I'm Brent Harden. 2 weeks after a man was shot on the platform in New Haven's Union Station, police have arrested one of the suspects.
19-year-old Dyron Sanchez was arraigned in New Haven today, all as the Metropolitan Transportation Authority police are giving an update on the case. Fox 61's New Haven County Bureau reporter Julia LeBlanc joining us now live outside of Union Station with more. Julia.
Hi, good evening to you both. In a very rare occurrence, MTA police came here to New Haven to update us on Sanchez's arrest. And one of the main things they say that led them to arresting him was this gun, which they provided a picture to us, which they say they found in his bedroom in Derby, which they believe matches the shell casings which were on scene here at Union Station. Now, as a reminder, on July 5th, police say they responded here to Union Station when Sanchez and another suspect got into a fight on the train with a third man, which spilled onto the platform. Now, police say Sanchez shot the victim multiple times before running away. The whole thing was caught on surveillance video, and that is how, shortly after, police were able to identify him. They blasted his picture out to the public, and they got multiple tips, including from Sanchez's own mother, who went to the police department to say that was her son. Now, last night, MTA police, with the help of Derby police, visited Sanchez's home on Mansfield Street in Derby after evacuating the rest of the family, including a 3-year-old child. Police say Sanchez surrendered without any trouble. Now, as for the other suspect, well, police say they have a very close eye on him.
Sometimes just developing a lot of that evidence to arrest somebody hinges around the actual arrest. So when an arrest is made, the clock is ticking, right? So we want to get as much evidence as we possibly can as to not, overstep, arrest the person, then he gets released on a lack of evidence.
Now, Sanchez is being held on a $500,000 bond. He is facing weapons charges as well as assault in the first degree. We will have more later tonight on Fox 61. For now, we're live in New Haven. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Julia, thank you very much. Well, an East Hartford man is dead after a dirt bike crash in Hartford last night. Police have identified him as 31-year-old David Hicks. Today, city officials are sending a stern message in response to the ongoing ATV and dirt bike issue. Fox 61's Carmen Chow joins us live outside of Hartford Police Headquarters with the details. Carmen.
Jen, police say the dirt bike was actually unregistered and listed as stolen, but the mayor says regardless, there should never be any reason for ATVs or dirt bikes to be on city streets since it is considered illegal.
This is why our police take it seriously.
Hartford police received a report of a crash by Windsor and Loomis Streets Wednesday around 8:30 p.m. They say 2 dirt bikes that were racing were heading south and a car was heading north when they collided into each other. One of those bikes was driven by 31-year-old David Hicks of East Hartford, and he died on the scene.
You cannot drive vehicles like this recklessly out on the roads. It's dangerous to everybody around it.
After the crash, the car drove away and was later found in another part of Hartford, but no one was inside. Further investigation revealed the dirt bike driven by Hicks was unregistered and listed as stolen. Kyle J., the owner of Connecticut Scooter Pros in Vernon, says it is incidents like these that give his business and law-abiding operators a bad reputation.
The people that are already breaking the laws look at that like it's a green light where there's no laws, there's no repercussions.
Every time he sells an ATV or dirt bike to a customer, he says he goes over all the safety protocols and Connecticut laws.
The dirt bikes, as you can see, have headlights, yes, for driving in your backyard or on a trail, but they don't have the blinkers, they don't have any of the other DOT required criteria.
According to Hartford Police Chief Jason Thody, he said in a statement, quote, "Our officers have seized 57 of these types of vehicles and made 49 arrests for illegally operating them in Hartford so far this year." This comes after the capital city have worked hard to crack down on the illegal driving of ATVs and dirt bikes.
That's why we have been out there and where we can, taking them off the street, sometimes destroying these vehicles to send a message.
Now, the police chief also added many of those people who ride illegally who are arrested are not even from Hartford, and anyone who thinks of even riding illegally will face serious consequences. Live in Hartford, Carmen Chow, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Carmen, thank you. Meanwhile, authorities in Milford are investigating a large group of ATV riders. They shared these photos on Facebook of a rider they are looking to talk to. They say the big group of ATVs and dirt bikes and motorcycles were committing numerous violations back on July 8th, and anyone with any information should call police.
Well, turning to the weather right now, a really nice day across the state.
It was beautiful today. Humidity down,
Yep.
Nice and sunny. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frayton joining us now to tell us about the rain that's on the way now. Rachel?
I know. We knew that it wasn't going to stay away for too long. Showers and storms return tomorrow, but if you like the weather outside today, I think you're going to like the weather this weekend. But first, there could be some locally heavier downpours tomorrow, and that could cause isolated flooding. If that ends up happening, it would be more likely in the western half of the state. There is also a chance for an isolated strong to severe storm too, so we'll be watching that closely, especially during the afternoon hours. Right now, though, it is so beautiful. We're looking at temperatures in the low to mid 80s across most of the state. Radar showing a couple showers to the west of us, but those are starting to fizzle. It is this line that we'll be watching more closely as it gets to us. But early tomorrow, it looks like by the time it gets here, it will just be in the form of a dying shower, but the afternoon poses a renewed risk for showers and storms. Tonight, though, if you want to go for a walk, fire up the grill, the weather is looking great early this evening. We'll see overnight lows in the 60s to around 70 degrees with areas of patchy fog. There could be a passing shower or two or rumble of thunder in the morning, but it'll be the afternoon that we watch for that more numerous shower and storm threat. Highs in the 80s to right around, or 70s to right around 80 degrees, and the worst is over by around 8 p.m. We'll take a closer look at the weekend that I promise is looking awesome coming up.
Okay, Rachel, thank you. Well, residents in the greater Waterbury area are still dealing with water issues today. The Watertown Water and Sewer Authority says it experienced a water main break near Old Branch Road in Thomaston on Monday. The site of the break has been excavated and repairs are estimated to be complete tomorrow. Customers in Waterbury, Watertown, and Thomaston may see discolored water until that repair is complete. You should not use hot water if it's discolored.
We have new developments tonight in the search for a hit-and-run driver who killed an 89-year-old West Hartford woman last year. Fox 61's Gabby Molina is live at the West Hartford Police Department with that update. Gabby.
Brent, today West Hartford Police announced an even larger reward for information that will lead to the arrest and conviction of the person responsible for that deadly hit and run. West Hartford Police say that reward is now up to $26,000 for information regarding the deadly hit and run of 89-year-old Eugenia Yurovsky. She was hit while walking in the area of Boulevard and Whiting Lane back on December 20th of last year. West Hartford Police say Governor Lamont authorized a public reward of $25,000. The Rotary Club of West Hartford had previously offered a $1,000 reward of its own as well. West Hartford Police say they applied for the reward from the state after months of investigating have still not led them to an arrest.
We've exhausted all means of investigative measures, knocking on doors, scouring video, going to body shops, talking to witnesses, and the media has been very helpful to us in the past to get our message out there. Unfortunately for us, we have not been able to secure an arrest, nor have we narrowed down a person of interest.
Police say they do have a possible vehicle of interest. That could be a 2010 to 2015 GMC type vehicle, and they said it would likely have damage to the front driver's side of the car. Now, police also spoke directly to the person who is responsible today, urging them to come forward, as well as anyone that might have any information. If you do have information, you're asked to call West Hartford Police. Live in West Hartford, Gabby Molina, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Gabby, thank you. New at 6 tonight, Attorney General William Tong is scrutinizing the proposed closure of Johnson Memorial Hospital labor and delivery services in Stafford. Tong is urging regulators to review the impact that closure would have on the community. Alternative labor centers would be Hartford Hospital, St. Francis Hospital, and Manchester Hospital, all about 25 to 30 miles away. Tong says this closure would create barriers to accessing health care and increase costs for families.
Also new at 6, North Branford and the East Haven Animal Shelter are merging. North Branford does not have its own shelter and had previously contracted with the town of Branford for those services. This move signifies a promising collaboration between the two municipalities. Officials say the merger will save taxpayers in North Branford more than $40,000 each.